This is government project, so they are audits. So you find you come.
Alright, thank you so much mnywana wanje kw'isana rya Mukiga TV no kurecha mani ninye akatura Nelson kandi abwa Mukiga TV wabare hona kwese no turebera injyanti may God bless you so much. Mukiga TV turi ya YouTube, ha TikTok, social media platforms zona nono tushangaho konka ebyone kushira kwinga TikTok bikibyona nibabiruga kunuya YouTube kwanga no tusinzira munonga okurango twakosyaho buhereza enshonga yatambara maredadi sana koko basa kwano nakurangana Mukiga TV nashobora kwenda buhereza bwayo enamba zese munezo mpozo kureba hansi watera nono gamana nanye Nelson kandi tukusyaho buhereza enshonga yatambara kurunje mwana wanje kwese nandeba hatiya nyina kumanyisangu hano yandiyo mu district ya Rukungiri ayishimira kweta Makobore High School konka ndakagira hari munonga nyina kumanyisangu program ejimpane teme sente batayi bitu aba link suits abakushanga mu Rurembo Rwambara omurekatete Kampala wahingura St Mary's boda stage no kushanga aba link suits abakwino buhereza obumutano omuri accommodation bwete oburaro burungi munono wanje kandi boborumu bafutera ka music akabonire niwo mazima wararamu ujataka sente kanje ikaza icyamazima nahareba kandi abampa bine steam sauna na masaji kandi tubarukoma yecho mpaho bine ka wifi bine parking eyo murembe nyanemere yabo aba link suits ninunje munono wanje kandi ariye chimpaha bateka cyubweta take away emere bagikusyaho honaho kubori enshonge tambura maridadi sana ko kubasa kubotari mu mbara nasho ryo muri mbara urukwenda ku bookinga n'aba link suits basa kubatereraho anamba ezimpaha no tumushanju ibiri nkaga nemwe 5 9 nanga no tumushanju note emwe nkaga nemwe 5 9 aho aba link suits no bine kurungi hati nko kunakumanyisa nguturi mu district ya Rukungiri ayishobora kweta Makobore High School inakumanyisa ngo bwanyuma yo mwebembezi wihanga Geno Yoweri Kaguta Museveni okurigayo akaragira ekitongole cha UPDF okutandika kora projects za government hati naba engineering brigade bakakwata umurimo gumpaha batandika kora projects za government omubicweka ebitari namwe omwihanga okongera kusobohereza abantu UPDF engineering brigade izene kora projects ezo mutano okunamuno ezo kombeka amashomero ebishayi amarwaro omumbera nkejo mpaho hatiya ndakumanyisa ngo hano ya ituri ari Makobore High School aba UPDF engineering brigade basi kubana ba Terezi shomereri mpaha kubanga rikaba ryishomero ry'amani mununga rije ryafunamu okubackslidinga konka UPDF engineering brigade ebase kubana rikora mu murimo gw'amani mununga nyina kumanyisa ngo abo kureba abebembirwe CaptYonusNtegeka ando gumpaha niwe project manager wa Western Uganda abwa engineering brigade kwebembera memirimo okugira kutambura na muno kukora projects za government omuri kombeka ebyombeko bitari bimwe na bimwe so hatiya akuzina barambuza ebintu ko kwesene tambura na muno okubakozire hanuya ari Makobore High School okurigira ahabembezi aba Rukungiri Municipal Council abebembezi bishomerera impaha bajyango ishomerera impare kari kubimunonga abana batakirumu konka hate itugambira aba UPDF engineering brigade kubase bana bakwato murumo gumpaha hati tana ne yamani munonga ombanta mpaho kureba akusene barambura umurimo wa engineering brigade ogubakozire aramu CaptYonusNtegeka ugompa wa UPDF nwamira kwesena barambuza haramu nsubuga bewayo ugompa na RDC wa Rukungiri haramu Charles Makuru LC5 wa Rukungiri haramu Arnite Gadi gakibayo kandi ugompa ni head teacher abwa Makobore High School na nabandi bingi munonga nabwo echo nyina ko bakuteraho hanuya bona babase kwano bakushobora enshonga kukuzitambwire na muno muno gukozwe UPDF Makobore High School ukwere kutambura hatiya na byona ebikwatine n'intunguka muri district ya Rukungiri okusingira kimwe hano ya Makobore High School
I want to thank His Excellency the President, one for the peace in this country, because we cannot take it for granted. There are those who are saying there is no peace in this country. If you say there is no peace in this country, go and visit Sudan, go and visit DRC, go and visit Somalia, or even Gaza. Now, then you realize what real peace means and security. So we need to thank him and the team for the security in this country, good environment that we're able to do what we are doing without any interference or without fearing. And also I want to thank the Honorable Major General Jim Muhwezi for the hand he put in. Surprisingly, when I said His Excellency the President, nobody clapped. Can you imagine? Whether I like it or not, he's the president of this country. He's the fountain of honor. He's the commander-in-chief. Okay? And the money we're using comes from where? From him. So I want to thank also His Honorable Jim Muhwezi, the Minister for Security, for supporting us, for following up these funds. In other times, when I read on social media and hear some people saying that Honorable Jim Muhwezi has done nothing, he should go, I shall. I've been here making 4 years in May. But all that the minister has done, I have them on my fingertips. He has supported schools, he has supported health facilities, he has supported the churches, he has supported even the Muslims. So we can get such a gospel.
I want to take this opportunity to thank God, because I remember when we started this project, it wasn't easy. The people who remember how this dining kitchen was, and generally, so we have the reason to thank God for. So I want to thank God, and also thank the government of Uganda.
Asante sana. Another one for Museveni.
I also want to thank the President, who is represented by the RDC, for the contribution that they gave to Makobole High School. Because surely when you would reach here, you would imagine how such a good school with structures can be abandoned. But we want to thank you, because this money that did this rehabilitation was from the government of Uganda. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the school management from top to bottom, because during the implementation, they would be here all the time, monitoring. Head teacher would call me almost every day. The Reverend, who is the chaplain, would call me almost every day. So I want to thank you for loving Makobole and for giving it time, because it is because of your time that we have made this achievement. I want to thank the engineering brigade for the work well done. You know, these people, when they appointed me as a project supervisor, and I was like, how do I interact with these army people? Will they listen to me? But frankly speaking, they are as soft as anything. By the way, they are softer than the contractors we normally have. Because for them, because there are so many alterations. I was talking to someone this morning. I told them, if it was not for UPDF, we would be having so many variations. But for them, we tell them, please this. Because like this platform was not originally on the plan. But we put it. When we came here, we were like, no, we need a platform. They were like, it is okay. We can do what? So they were very flexible. So they gave me a very good platform for me to supervise them. Thank you so much. Thank you for the work well done. I also want to thank everyone, all the stakeholders involved. Everyone who has contributed to this success. I'm not going to point one by one, but everyone who has contributed to this success, especially the board, Makobare board, was always here. Almost every time I would come, I would find one member. I would find the chairperson, I would find, So thank you for the contribution that you have already made to this success. The scope of work, as we have moved around, mainly was rehabilitation of kitchen, dining, rehabilitation of teacher's house, rehabilitation of staff room, the dormitories, the ablutions, and also this furniture is also new, was also part of the scope of work. The projector and its accessories was also part of the work. These speakers we are using, they also are part of the work. So generally, as a project supervisor, I don't want to go into all the details. At least we have moved around and you have seen the work that was done. These windows are new. They were very bad windows. They were removed, replaced with better ones. But I want to thank you, UPDF. The quality, they don't compromise. No.
My name is CaptYonusNtegeka. I'm the Western Region MDA Project Manager for UPDF Engineers Brigade. I have brought greetings from Brigadier General Engineer Besije Kunda, our overall chief, whose new establishment is called the Joint Staff Engineering of UPDF, is our topmost chief. He has greeted you. He's an OB of this school. Himself, he had a plan to come here today to hand over and to visit back his school. But he was engaged in the TMC. That's why he's not here, but he's with us spiritually. All has been said. I will introduce my team. Engineer Kwasiwe, stand up. That man is the site engineer, was the site engineer and is continuing to be. Because there's an electrical engineer. Raise your hand if they see you. Sit down. Those gentlemen, they have been on ground 24 hours to represent us. They have done a great job. All has been said. The electrical engineer, renovation is a very funny work. Totally funny. You can't see what the engineer has said, more especially the electrical engineer, what has done. He has reburied new wires underground, cross-cutting from here to last end headmaster's house. Everywhere. You can't see it. But all those wires, they were rotten. He replaced all of them. So I can't repeat what people have said. We UPDF, we are service providers. We are not contractors. Mark my word. When we come, we fulfill why we are sent. We are not looking for profits, but we deliver a project. That's why you can see this platform. We did charge it, but we have to do it. When we come, we see what is required to be done. That's what separates us, UPDF engineers, with the other contractors. This is our project. They are government projects. We are part of government. So the system we are using is called the force on account. Government to government. That's why we are paid and do the job. That's why when we find the variation, these are estimates. You can cut here, put there, you deliver the project. We don't haggle and we mind of the quality as you have witnessed all. And at times you find the memorandum talks of defect liability period 6 months. At times we go over 6 months. We are available. If there's a technical fault, we come back, we do it without charging. We keep monitoring our projects because these are our projects as government and government projects. So that's what differentiates us. While we were executing this project, we had some challenges, but challenges are part of life. It was hard to renovate and to deliver, but we managed because all those dormitories, as we are working, students are in. Terrazzo, basically for terrazzo, when you cast it, leave it, grind it, polish. But you find you have polished it today, after a few days, they have entered. Even before giving them a dormitory enter, you find they have late. So at times when you see terrazzo is not well polished, but those were challenges. Terrazzo, you need to leave it after polishing it, give it time. The project is or objective, it is achieved, as it has been witnessed by all those speakers, including the board members, the RDC, the head teacher. It was to revamp the school, Makobori. As you have been told, there were only 130. Before we came in, the school was dilapidated beyond. Before completing, you have heard it is 697 students already. You have witnessed all dormitories before we complete, already occupied, so the objective has been achieved 100%. Renovations are very funny things. You open what was not estimated. For example, all these wires underground, right now you can't see them, but we have replaced all underground cable wires. Renovation, you find its estimates are complicated. But as I told you, as UPDF, we are government and these are government projects. We aim at completing the project. As you have seen in this dining hall, like those steps and the platform was not part of the scope. We looked at it, we said, how can it be without a platform? We had to put it. All those are challenges, variations. Renovations has a lot of variations which you can't anticipate during the estimates. During estimating period, you can't, many things which you can't anticipate and you find them. That's the challenge of renovations. You find another challenge was dormitories. As you are renovating, students are there. They were not shifted. So you find as you were removing the old rotten windows, they are totally rotten, they are there. You have to provide a shelter for them. You close immediately. There was no time. The shorter period were like 3 weeks when they were off. That's when we had to double working day and night. But before we completed, they had to enter. So terrazzo, as immediately you finish polishing, there was no time to wait. As you have closed for your terrazzo to set properly after polishing, you find they have entered. So those were challenges, but nothing to do. We had to double our efforts and double. The scope remained, except the detailed works. That's when you would find you have estimated a few pipes. By the time you opened, all have to be replaced. So those were the challenges, but you had to cope with them. Because as I told you, our part was to deliver the project. Quality control for us here in the field, we are technically on ground, but above us, you have got our supervisors. Me as a manager, I'm working under Commander Engineers Brigade, who supervises me. On top of Commander Engineers Brigade, there is a Joint Staff Engineering, Brigadier General Engineer Besije Bekunda, supervises Commander Engineers Brigade. On top of that, we have got M&E, a team comprised by all entities under the Ministry of Defense, CMI, Legal, SIB, Political Commissar, headed by Major General Masco, also supervises. So all those are parts of control, quality control. Basically, they are yes and no. But on that part, we are working together with the municipal council technical team, the project manager, who is the executive engineer. When we encounter, of course, we bring it before her, and we get a solution and we move on as a team. So we are just teamwork. It has been completed within the time frame as per MOU. It was 100% while 100%. Why? Their team leader is a technical, she's an executive engineer, so she understands what we are doing. It is not like it is politicians supervising us, no. We had the monthly meetings which all stakeholders, including town clerk, the mayor, all, we decide the way forward, so it was 100%. As I told you, the entire Rukunji municipality, the mayor, the town clerk, the what, they were involved in the supervision and the monthly site meetings. So we didn't have many lessons are being learned. Such a renovation of a school, a big school like this, it should be phased. At least to start towards the end of the holiday. At the beginning of the term, we pause, we hand over that scope. In another holiday, we push. It should be a phased project like it is, because it is much challenging to renovate during school going on. Like when you saw at the staff room block, you saw glass. It was broken by students. At the dormitory last week, as we were preparing for this, we realized the glass broken. We had to replace. So it is a challenging to renovate when the school is ongoing.
My name is Acknowledgments. Regarding the work that UPDF has done, we are first of all thankful to the government for remembering to renovate this school. Because I wouldn't want to say that it had gone to the dogs, but actually that is the thing. Yeah. I am 1 year old in this school because I joined this school in February last year. But I must confess that the school almost had been abandoned. We only had 130 students, total enrollment from S1 to S6. But within this year I've been in this school. Of course, I cannot claim that it's me that has brought all this enrollment. There are many other key stakeholders, key players. As we talk now, the number is 693, and we thank God for that. First of all, I'm satisfied with the work UPDF has done, because the school was completely dilapidated. But when you look around, you see really the way it has been facelifted. We are so thankful to the UPDF. They have done a commendable job. What has been done, if we can start from up there, the administration block, the head teacher's office, then we have the staff room. As you're entering the school, there are new toilets that have been constructed. Then you move down. This dining hall, it has been worked on by UPDF. Then the other side of the dormitory area, all those dormitories have been worked on by the UPDF. And the head teacher's house behind. Political leadership has been key. They have already talked about Honorable Jim Museveni, who is the area member of parliament for Rumbura and Minister for Security, plus other area MPs like Honorable Dr. Elisa Taigwa. They have been key figures behind this renovation exercise, especially soliciting for funds to renovate this school. And so we are very happy for what the government has done, but of course through their intervention. When dilapidation was, exposed to through social media, because a team of well-wishers came and were able to snap all these dilapidated buildings around. And so, once it came to light, I think this was the genesis of this pressure for funding, and which eventually yielded fruits. Yes. Now, to the students, first of all, you have heard that they were almost, they were very few in the school. But as we talk now, we have very many who have joined. I call upon them to exhibit values. Let them love their school. Let them know that the fighting, strikes, I think of the past, because this school was, its reputation was compromised by, those frequent strikes. Whenever they would go for functions like football, then you would hear Makuburi boys have been on the forefront when it comes to fighting. I call upon them to, respect the school property and know that other schools that have made it, like personally, I was a teacher at King's College Budo in Kampala, you cannot find such behaviors, fighting, that they, strikes, escapism into drunkenness. As the younger people, they need to shun those dream killers, drug abuse, alcoholism, and early sex.
I'm called Church Makuri's worship the mayor of Kunjiri municipality. They are doing a very good job, and they deliver a quality work job, not by these local service providers, local contractors, I'm saying. And this school, all along, you can imagine the students were 130. The whole school as you have seen it. But now it has picked up with the good head teacher and the involvement of the stakeholders. Now there are 693. You can see the difference. And last year, you see, they performed very well. And we got a grant of 1.4 billion. Renovation is not like a construction, but when you look at the buildings, you can see really UPDF has done a very good job, and they deliver in time after signing memorandum of understanding.
Robert Nwamanyi is my name. I'm the town clerk of Kunjiri Municipal Council. First of all, I have to thank His Excellency the President of Uganda. I have to thank the Minister Honorable Jim Museveni and the district leadership, the RDC and the Municipal Council leadership under the guidance of His Worship the Mayor. This school had dilapidated buildings. This school had been deserted, yet it is one of the oldest schools around. If you look around, this pitch was surrounded, had maize, people had started growing maize, students were not there. But we thank the stakeholders I've mentioned above. They came together with the leadership of our Honorable Minister and His Worship the Mayor. We had to go to Kampala, mobilize funds, pictures were taken, saturated, and the government had to answer our prayers by giving us 1.4 billion. And from His Excellency's directive, we actually contracted the UPDF Engineers Brigade to do this work. I'm very happy that UPDF Engineering Brigade has done a great job. We started with the technical team from engineers from Ministry of Education who did the designs, the bills of quantities, and from there we had to move to Engineering Brigade, Ministry of Defense for memorandum of understanding. We are happy. UPDF Engineers Brigade has done quite a lot of work here. They have finished our construction of our major theater. They are constructing our maternity ward. They are constructing our administration block, and now today they handed over the renovation of this school, which is worth 1.4 billion in 2 phases. They have done quality work. They have done it in the stipulated time. And no wonder when you look at the work, the nature of the work, it is really very, very, very good. So we thank the municipality under the supervision of the supervisor, the municipal engineer, and the project implementation team, environment officer, community development officer, the planners, physical plan, economic planners, for really, and the municipal education officer for supervise the site meetings with the guidance of our RDC. You have been religiously, really holding these site meetings monthly, together with the OBs, together with the board. I thank the bishop who has been behind all this, has supported us, has mobilized the runners, and here we are technically hand over this facility. My humble appeal is that we should have, a school should identify an estates manager. We look into issues of operational maintenance so that the government, what the government has done, we are able to maintain these buildings, these structures, and they remain in this.
Odga murimbarra ninga notekateka kwijo murimbarra abaling suits beno buraro bwamani munonga kandi benene bitanda birungi tibakako maburaro benene bala nungi pozirimecho kumye cyaburi muringo bene na hotelo halimu emere yachiraguju nangwa n'ekijungu kandi orende emere yo kutwaro waba baling suits nacho barachikora echo mujungu ari kweta ngo niteka we bene na sauna na steam ogesro na massage basa kubura bayikira kugira ngo akoboherezobwe parking yabo ne yamani munonga kandi nimpango ebyo kwenda byabo biri guruguru munonga kandi abaling suits barashango mu rwembo rwambara omuri Katete waruga parking ya boda boda ya St Mary's ori kwenda kubuking orabasa kurabera namba ze smeji 079 kaga na mwenda kandi orabasa kugamba na director wa link suits ori kurabera namba ze smeji 0 kaga nemwe 5595 ogesro ne ya 0 kaga nemwe 5595 twena katurukangira link suits kugira ngo tutungo buhereza burungi.